Welcome back to the TruGolf Academy. You've joined me, Jon Watts, today at Branston Golf and Country Club. Today's video is another part. This is part number 3 of a Break 100 series, all talking about alignment and how this can lower your scores. Stay tuned to find out more. As mentioned, today's video is another part of the Break 100 series and all talking about alignment, an area that is really key to playing good golf and shooting lower scores, and an area that most golfers suffer. So most right-handed golfers, like myself, tend to aim too far right. Most left-handed golfers tend to aim too far left. And then we're making all sorts of compensations. I'm not suggesting we can't get the ball back onto the fairway or back onto the green from there, but it becomes a lot more difficult. So alignment is really key, and you may think it's a simple thing, but many golfers, the majority of golfers, are getting it wrong. If you follow these key steps, you're really going to improve your alignment and therefore improve your accuracy. I've actually got quite a long shot here that I've left myself, so it's a 200-yard shot, but the alignment routine I'm going through doesn't matter whether we're talking about a 30-yard shot or a 300-yard shot. I want you to go through the same process, the same routine each time. So the first thing to do, and I would do this before you get to the course, but is to find out what your dominant eye is. Some people with 20/20 vision or have had laser eye surgery, they may not have one, they may need to use both, but most of us have got a dominant eye. So how I would do that, I'd actually point at the flag. So I've got a white flag up there. So if I point at that flag, with both eyes open, so my index finger of my lead hand, so for me as a right-handed golfer, my right hand points at that flag with both eyes open. I'm then going to close my right eye and see if I'm still pointing at it. Then I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to point it with both eyes open, close my left eye and see if I'm still pointing at it. Now I am left eye dominant, so I know if I point at this flag, when I close my right eye and I look through my left, I'm still pointing at it. If I do the opposite, if I close my left eye and look through my right, my finger looks like it's actually pointing at the tree that's near the water here, that's a good 10 yards or so to the left. So when you are going through an alignment routine, if you have a dominant eye, I want you to use that eye, so I actually want you to close the other. I want you to come quite well behind the golf ball. So I find some people do it, but they're probably still too close. I'd come a good 2-3 yards back behind the golf ball, and I want you on the exact ball to target line. So I've got the flag, if that's what I'm aiming for. I should say that. It may be that I'm aiming at a tree top to the left or to the right, or a telegraph pole or something along those lines. This pin, this white flag, is actually right in the center of the green, and it's exactly where I'm going to aim. So I'm actually going to go straight aim at the pin, but that might not always be true. So I'm going to stand on an exact line of flag, ball, me. And then I'm going to be holding that club shaft out in front of me. So I actually get the club shaft through the ball and through the flag, and I'm going to look through my dominant eye, which is my right eye, and I'm trying to pick things to aim over. So I might draw the club up and down, but I'm trying to pick a couple of spots that I can align the club at. So I've found a couple of things on the ground, something just here, another marker just to the left of that blade of grass. It might be a divot, it might be a daisy, it might be a leaf, a twig, whatever it may be. A minute ago, actually, I did have that feather, but it's blown, so leaves, feathers, things like that may move. But try and pick a couple of things if possible, remembering that's where your club's going to aim. So something I get a lot of golfers still muddle up is there's got to be a difference between our body aim and our club aim. So really quickly, if my club was aiming on this red line at the white flag, it's just slightly to the right, around there, my body line, I'm only standing 2.5–3 feet to the side of the golf ball, but my body line, represented by this green one here, is going to be parallel left. So my body line is actually going to appear to be almost nearer the left edge of the green, which is over the left-hand bunker here. So it's the club that needs to aim at the target. My body needs to be parallel to the left for me as a right-handed golfer, obviously the opposite for a left-handed golfer, parallel to the right. So we've got to make sure our body line is actually parallel. So when I look up, and I would only ever look up by tilting my head, not by turning my whole body. But when I tilt my head, my body line should definitely feel left of my target. So in this case, my body line is going to feel nearer the left edge of the bunker, or this tree, this quite bushy tree that is by the water. It's a good 50, 60 yards short of the green, but my body feels closer to that. So it's the club that aims at the target, body parallel. So when we are standing behind the golf ball, picking our intermediate targets, so I'm going to go through my routine. If you have your practice swings, maybe have them back here. Hold the club shaft out, use your dominant eye, pick your intermediate targets. So I've got a couple of things to focus on, something a foot, 2 foot in front, and then about 5 foot in front. I'm going to aim the club at those points before I then bring my body into it. So I'm going to point my feet at the club head. My feet are the same distance apart from it. The club shaft looks like it's dead central in my stance, and then I'm going to open my feet apart parallel left. When I look up, I'm going to tilt my eyes and I feel like I'm pointing to the left of the green, which is correct, and then I can go ahead and pull the trigger. That's my routine. Let me just go ahead and actually hit one here doing this. So again, I've picked my intermediate target. I've aligned the club correctly. Then I can bring my feet into it. Don't try and multitask and do everything at once. Now I can go ahead and just pull the trigger. So strike felt pretty good. It's just going to miss a little to the right side, just off the right edge of the green there. But I'm maximising my chances through better alignment. That was a long shot, a couple hundred yards away from the flag, 210 in fact it was, with a 4-iron. So I'm not going to hit it as close on average as I would do from 100 yards, but I want to keep the same alignment routine every time. First of all, find out which is your dominant eye. So that's the one that's still pointing at the flag or whatever it is when you test that. Use that, stand well behind the golf ball on that exact ball to target line. Your target might not be the flag, but pick a specific spot that you're going to aim for. Make sure you stand on that intended line and try and pick a couple of intermediate targets. Remember to aim the club first, then your body parallel to it. Remembering that your body line is going to appear to be, for a right-handed golfer, parallel left of your target line. I know if you can get alignment correct, start to improve that, it's definitely going to bring down your error. So you're not going to miss the green as far. We're going to get it closer to the pin, which is ultimately going to lower your score and help you break 100. If you did enjoy the content of the video, make sure you check out the other videos in this series and subscribe to the channel. It is for free. New content every Tuesday and Thursday at 5:30. Thanks guys, we'll see you soon.